ஐயோ ஸ்பீக்கரை கம்மி பண்ணா வாங்க ப்ரோ, வசந்த் ப்ரோ, வெல்கம் வெல்கம். முத்து ப்ரோ வாங்க, சாரி மிதுன் மிதுன் ப்ரோ வாங்க. சஞ்சய் வாடா, வாங்க 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 வாங்க, வெல்கம் கைஸ். இப்போ ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஆகணும் சல்லு சல்லு. ஒரு மாதிரி சவுண்டு அதிகமா கேட்டு தொலைது. என்ன கதைன்னு தெரியல. இது எதுல நானும் இதுல வந்து சவுண்ட் செட்டிங்ஸ் தான் பார்ப்போம். ஃபோன் பண்ணி கூட சொல்லல, வேலை கிடைச்சாட்டி மறந்துடுறது. வேலைக்கு நடி வரைக்கும் அண்ணே 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 நாளதான். என்னடா எப்படி போச்சு? நல்லா போச்சா? வேலை எப்படி போச்சு? ட்ரைனிங் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்களா? ஆஃபீஸ் போய் தானே வேலை, அலையிற மாதிரிலாம் இல்லை. அலையிற மாதிரிலாம் இருந்தால் வந்துடுறா, வேணாண்டா. கடைசி வரைக்கும் அலைஞ்சிடு. என்ன தட்டு? அண்ணா இல்லைண்ணே, ஜிபேல யூபிஐ நம்பர் பிளாக் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஏன்னா அன்னைக்கு கூட 100 அனுப்புனடா. அது என்ன என்ன கணக்குடா அது? அது எப்படா? என்ன பண்றே? ஒன் கிரில் சொல்லி புரியலடா. ஒன் கிரில் சொல்லி கொடுத்துக்கோண்ணே. என்னடா ஒரு கிரில் சொல்லி ட்ரீட் கொடுத்துறியா? என்னன்னே தெரியல, தலை ஒரு மாதிரி சுத்துற மாதிரியே இருக்குண்ணா. அப்படின்னால எஸ்டர்டே நைட்ல இருந்து பிளாக் ஆயிடுச்சு. அப்படியா? சரி, என்னன்னு பாத்துட்டியா? அதான் நீ தான் பேங்க் அப்படியே பாடுற டக்கு. என்னன்னு ஒரு கிரில் சொல்லி ஒரு கேர்ளா ப்ரோ? சாரி ப்ரோ, கண்ணு சுத்தமா மக்களா. ஒரு கேர்ள் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாளா? சாரி சாரி, எனக்கு கண்ணு சுத்தமா மக்களா தெரியுது ப்ரோ. கருமம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் காய்ச்சல நான் வெளில ப்ரோ. சர்ச்சிங் ஜாப் vlog. அதெல்லாம் இல்லை ப்ரோ. ஏன் ப்ரோ நீங்க ஃபோன்ல ரீசார்ஜ்? எனக்கு இன்னும் சம்பளமே போடலடா. அப்ப ப்ரோ இல்ல ப்ரோ, சீரியஸா எனக்கு சுத்தமா கண்ணே தரல. நான் அப்படியே தூக்க கலக்கத்துல இருந்து வந்து உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன். ஒரு கிரில்லுன்னு என் கால விழுவுது. இரா சஞ்சய் சொல்றேன், கால் பண்றேன். இல்லையே ப்ரோ, பார்த்ததுட்டே ஜோபி விளாகா? ஓ இது மாதிரி. ரைட் ஜிபேல இருக்கு பிளாக்கா ஏடிஎம்ல போய்டுறா கிறுக்கா ஜிபே தான்டா பிளாக் ஏடிஎம்ல போய்டுறா கைஸ் பாக்குறவங்கலாம் அப்படியே நம்ம சேனலுக்கு லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க பாக்குங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க என்னடா ட்ரிபிளரா இருப்பான் போல இருக்கு.
As you can see, we've already started here. Stood up well to him there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. And we have our very first corner.
Bro, illa thambi bro avan. Adala avha payna.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
இல்ல ப்ரோ அதெல்லாம் இல்ல நீ வேற எனக்கு ஒரு 2 கிராஸ் கொடு ப்ரோ 2 கிராஸ் இருந்திருந்தா நான் இங்கே ஜாலியா இருந்திருப்பேன். நான் ஏன் வேலைக்கு போய் கஷ்டப்பட ஒரு டெய்லி காலையும் பகலும் லைவ் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பேன் உட்காந்து வேற வேலைக்கு போகாம ட்ரோப்பாலாம் வச்சிருக்கான்.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mahrez. It's a sweet ball that. He's in here.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles. Haaland!
Oh, he has leathered that. Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And it's Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through?
அடிக்க மாட்டானுங்கடா. மாத்தே ப்ரோ வெல்கம் ப்ரோ வாங்க வாங்க. நான் ரொம்ப நாள் ஆளே காணோம்.
Mbappe. Can he finish?
Oh, வந்துச்சுடா கோல். ஏன் ஜிபேல அமௌண்ட் கூட அப்படியா என்னடா சொல்ற ப்ரோ அப்படிலாம் இல்ல ப்ரோ என்ன ஒரு ஃபீவர் ப்ரோ எனக்கும் ப்ரோ அப்பெல்லாம் கிடையாது ப்ரோ வசந்த் ப்ரோ அப்பெல்லாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது இன்னைக்குமே நீங்களும் எல்லாருமே நம்ம முக்கியம் தான் ப்ரோ யார் நம்ம முக்கியமே இந்த இடத்துல தான் ப்ரோ மாட்டிக்கிறான் நம்மள அப்புறம் என்ன சொல்லாதீங்க ஆமா
whatever he had in mind that was not it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them and the score is 1-0. Haaland, he's had a shot.
உங்கடா ஓடிட்டே இருக்காங்க இப்ப பரவாயில்லையா ப்ரோ உடம்பு பார்த்தோம் ப்ரோ எனக்கும் ஃபீவர் தான் ப்ரோ ஒரு 3 நாளா எனக்கு ஒரு 2 நாளா ஃபீவர் தான் எனக்கே பாருங்க கண்ணீர்லாம் தெரிய மாட்டேன்
The Netherlands are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that's put paid to a promising move. He might be in here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
நான் தல ஆளைய காணோம் இங்கிட்டு இங்க தான் இருக்கீங்களா என்ன கதை
Caicedo makes the interception. And Firmino! And yes, it's there.
என்ன இருக்கீங்களா நல்ல இரு ப்ரோ வரதே காணோம்
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any
Nah,
goalkeeper is up against it.
இந்த கோல் போட்டுட்டு செத்தா போயிடுச்சா
Shapes to shoot, and he hits it.
தேவையில்லாத ப்ரோ இதெல்லாம் செத்தாப்பா விளாண்டு தான் நிறைய மேட்ச் போக்கு
Their equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
This has become one superb game of football.
ஏய் ஏன்டா பாஸே
Who has
பண்ண
the
மாட்டேன்
momentum here now?
And the shot.
Well, now
பாஸ்
it's
பண்ணா
a race
பொறுமையா
to the
பண்ணேன்
ball.
ஏன் தெரியல.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
And he's
என்னடா பண்றான்
And here's Drogba.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
பாப்பேவை தாண்டி ஒருத்தன் சும்மா வரான்டா வர்றான்
Now it's Messi. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
நான் சாப்பிட்டேன் ப்ரோ நீங்க சாப்பிட்டீங்களா நான் நான் அப்போ வந்து பார்த்துட்டு போயிட்டேன் ப்ரோ எல்லாம் நிலமை என்ன என்ன நைட்ல இருந்து நான் ஃபுல்லா நைட் லைவ்ல தான் இருக்கேன் முன்னாடியாச்சும் பரவாயில்ல அப்பப்போ போடுவேன் ஏய் என்னடா
Sturdy. The referee's awarded a free kick.
முன்னாடியாச்சும் அப்பப்போ போடுவேன் இப்போ 8 மணிக்கு போடுவேன் இப்போலாம் நான் ஃபுல்லா 7 மணிக்கே போட்டுறேன் இப்போ காசி லைவ்லாம் 7 இன்னைக்கெல்லாம் 6:30 ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன்
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not
வெட்டியா
sure
இருக்கு
if
எனக்கு
he'll have a go.
7 மணிக்கு வரலான்னு தான் பார்த்தேன்
And he's there to get it away. Gently done. And he's been shifted off it.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hits one! Marvellous goal!
ஏய் அதான் தேட்டனே
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, that's not the best attempt by
சரி வாங்க
Neenga.
ஃப்ரீயா
He's
வாங்க
played the
நீங்க என்ன
ultimate
பண்ண
pass, hasn't he?
சேர்ந்துட்டீங்களா இது
The Netherlands get themselves into the lead. Messi. It's Pedri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
ஏய்,
So what a
ஆமாம் ப்ரோ
so many
ஃபைனலா
goals,
இன்னைக்கு
so much drama.
சும்மாவே
Two.
சும்மாவே நமக்கு
Back from your break, you've missed very little of the
யாரும்
results
பார்க்க
of the
மாட்டாங்க
second half.
போடலாம்
No changes at half-time that we're aware of. That's going to go a long way.
என்ன சொல்றீங்க இது வேற
And he's there to retrieve it.
பரவாயில்ல ப்ரோ அதெல்லாம் ஒரு பிரச்சனை இல்லை ப்ரோ ஏய் பார்த்து மேட்சை பாருங்க
Looking for the runner. Valverde. Valverde made a surge from full-back. Goes in for the header.
ஆஃப் சைடு
Oh, that is
ஃபுல் லைவ் இருக்க முடியாது பரவாயில்ல ப்ரோ போய் பார்த்துக்கலாம் எத்தனை மணிக்கு மேட்ச்சு
Very short-lived. The referee's assist.
6:30 6:30 7:30
But it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And it's Firmino. Drogba. Drogba!
ப்ரோ இவன் ஏதோ நல்லா ஸ்கில் வச்சிருக்கான் ப்ரோ
That has earned a few nods of
First touch
approval
நல்லா
from the
இருக்கு.
bench.
ஃபைனலா ப்ரோ இன்னைக்கு
Corner of the game. Played with finesse.
ஐய்,
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Messi.
ச்சே. 7:30
Can he put it away?
என்ன ப்ரோ எல்லா
That is wild.
எல்லா பாலும் காலு கரெக்டா போறானே
He's getting
himself
பரவாயில்ல,
into
நல்லா
a
இது
good
பண்ணலாம்.
position, something for him to cling to. Caicedo.
தேவையாடா இது அங்க பாஸ்
Progress
பண்ணாம.
down the left. Beckham. Now it's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's clever. Messi.
வா.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Firmino. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Haaland. Great hit! Beckham. Couldn't squeeze it through. He could be in here. Messi. Chance for the header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
ஐய் வாங்க ஓஜி ப்ரோ, வெல்கம். வாங்க வாங்க வாங்க.
Two-goal lead and they're firmly in
இப்போ இன்னைக்கு
control.
மொரட்ட மேட்ச் இருக்கு.
And he's only too grateful to
ஐயோ,
capitalize on the keeper's
இது இழுத்து
misfortune.
போயிட்டு
Listen, he would have been
வேண்டியதானே
wise
நினைக்கிறேன்.
to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
தல வாங்க தல.
Bumps him
தல
up and wins back the
நீ என்கிட்ட
ball.
சொல்லாம இருந்தா கூட.
That looks a cracking ball.
இவன் ஏன் ப்ரோ ஃபுல்லா இதுவே அடிக்கிறான் பவர் ஷாட்டு. த்ரோ பாலாம் அடிச்சாலே போயிரும் பால்.
Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
பால்
Really
வச்சீங்க.
looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
தெரியும் தெரியும். நீ ஏன் சொன்ன ப்ரோ, நீ சொல்லனா கூட எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்காது. என்ன ப்ரோ நீ மேட்ச் யார் ஜெயிப்பா? இது ப்ரெடிக்ஷன் ப்ரெடிக்ஷன் இன்னும் இருக்கா?
Substitution for Netherlands. Number
So,
9,
third quarter of the game.
Messi. Number 7, Mbappe. Coming
And
on the
now a
field,
sudden chance to
number
counter.
15, Iniesta. Number
Nah.
Beyond the defence. Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
Substitution in progress.
Well, a glitch with the
RCB
range
versus
finder there, and
என்ன தெரிஞ்சு
annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And into the
டஃப்
grip
கேம்
of
தான் ப்ரோ. ரெண்டு பேருமே மொரட்டா இருக்கானுங்களா?
nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bruno Fernandes. He's got away. He's got full. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
அப்பா கொஞ்சம்
He's got the shot away.
உங்க லைவ் பிளஸ் ரெண்டும் பார்க்க
Should have
ப்ரோ.
put that one away.
He'll be
அப்படியா?
fuming
சே,
with himself
ஆனா
for not converting.
ஒரிஜினல்
He killed it off.
பார்த்தீங்களா, நம்ம ஒரிஜினல் சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் ஆகுதாயா மனுஷன். எங்க போனாலும் நம்ம லைவை பார்த்துறாரு. வண்டியில வந்தா நடந்து போனா.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
வசந்த் ப்ரோ பாருங்க ப்ரோ,
Drogba
நீங்க பழைய ஆஃபீஸ் வச்சுக்கோங்க
needed that. They
எல்லாம்
really
இன்னைக்கு.
needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chouameni, Pedri, and it's Iniesta, and that could set him on his way. And
ஐயோ
That is great defending. So
சாரி ப்ரோ
alert.
ப்ரோ நத்த சொல்லி ஆய முடியல அதுக்குள்ளயா இப்ப டீம் அப்படியா ப்ரோ நிறைய இது பண்ணலாம் இன்னும் பாப்பேன் எப்படி எப்போ சண்டே தானே ப்ரோ போடுவானுங்க இன்னும் ப்ரோ சம்மந்தமே இல்லாம இன்னைக்கு வச்சிருக்காங்க கர்மா எப்பொழுதுமே சண்டே தான் வரும் என்ன சொல்றீங்க
He's going for goal.
3 minutes added time.
Oh, nearly.
இந்த ஏதோ ஒரு பிரச்சனைனாலயா
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him. And he welcomes it in. 40! Oh, surely that deserved better. Oh, it was such a
தலைவனை
clever
வச்சு ஒரு
pass
முரட்டு
that
சாட்
he
அடிக்கலான்ட்டு
lowered the
பார்த்தா
defense, and it could well be revisited this.
ஏ
40 engages and forces him off the ball. Messi, and that is as far as it goes. Perhaps not quite utopian,
Bruno Fernandes
almost
ரெண்டு கோல் போட்டாங்க
entirely
நீங்க
desired, but most importantly they
பரவாயில்ல
have put us
ஃபர்ஸ்ட்
over
மேட்ச்
the
ஒரு
line.
முரட்டு மேட்சை போட்டாச்சு ஃபைனலுக்கு 2 டேஸ் அப்படியா எனக்கு சத்தியமா தெரியாது நான் எங்க ப்ரோ நான் மேட்சே பாக்குறது மேட்ச் பாக்குற மாதிரி இருந்தா ஓகே கண்டிப்பா பார்க்கலாம் மேட்ச் பாக்குறது இல்ல இன்னைக்கு போயிடலாம் ப்ரோ கண்டிப்பா நேத்தே போக வேண்டியது ப்ரோ நேத்து என்ன பஞ்சாயத்து தெரியல ப்ரோ ஏதோ பண்ணி போடாம பண்ணிட்டான்னு என் மனசே கஷ்டமாச்சு ஏன்னா போடும் அடிச்சுதான் போயிருந்துருக்கலாம் போட்டு தோத்தோன்னு தொலைச்சிருக்கலாம் நான் போக முடியல நானும் மூச்சை போட்டு பார்த்துட்டு போயிட்டு அப்படியே நேத்து மூச்சை போட்டு பார்த்து படுத்துட்டேன் அவ்வளவுதான் இதுக்கப்புறம் முடியாதா சாமி அப்படின்னு லைக்காடு தான் இல்லை ப்ரோ நேற்று என்னன்னே தெரியல ப்ரோ நல்லா தான் போயிட்டு இருந்துச்சு மேட்ச்லாம் திட்டு இதான் இது சூப்பரா போச்சு ப்ரோ மேட்ச் நேத்து தான் போட்டு குழந்துட்டானு மேட்ச் விளையாடுறப்ப கரெக்டா மேட்ச் மட்டும் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி டைம் அவுட் வரேன் லைவ் 7:30 மேட்ச் அப்படின்னா
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here.
Yo.
Eder Militao makes the interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Messi. And the shot!
Ayyo.
Rafinha. Kvaratskhelia. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's going to be disappointed with that. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bastoni can get it clear. It's a good spell of possession, this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Fernandes. He's tried one! And that's what
Break
you
time
call
off.
inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Picked out Bruno Fernandes!
What the fuck?
Oh, that is very close.
Bruno Fernandes brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Guys, அந்த இடத்துல எனக்கு என்ன ஆகும்னு எனக்கே தெரியும் நம்பருக்கு.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Messi. Haaland driving forwards. No goals as yet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up.
Gets his head to it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
In with the challenge. And it's Batistuta. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scalia. Xavi Alonso. Hits one! Cleared without hesitation. Haaland. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Thuram. Thuram charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's heaved it away. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Pedri. Kvaratskhelia. Now that's a fine challenge. And the first half is done. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. we're underway again. Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Kvaratskhelia. Messi. Haaland. Bayer catches it safely. Rafinha. That's an errant pass. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he welcomes it in. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up. The Netherlands are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone. And here's Haaland. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Bruno Fernandes. Adams cuts out the pass. Rafinha.
La asistencia a este partido
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. That's a decent clearance. Rafinha. Oh, that was vital. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Bruno Fernandes. Xavi Alonso proves too strong. Xavi Alonso goes steaming forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the shot! He scored! The breakthrough strike! Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 14, Xavi Alonso, el dorsal 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first goal of the game. Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn. Can he finish? Thuram gets good distance on it. Kvaratskhelia producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Your impression so far, Jim? Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. And it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And it's hoisted clear. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. The Netherlands have their second corner now. And the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? No luck with that dink over the top. Now, what about a counter-attack? Barella. Sorlot. Well seen, saw that coming. That was well played, well stopped. And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. Real chance! And he hits the net. The Netherlands are level. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp.
என்னடா இவன்
Now it's Son Heung-min. Filippo Inzaghi. Sorted! Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, he certainly
Yes,
wasn't in
he
the mood
did.
to take any risks.
இப்படி வராங்க
And that's it.
இப்படி
it
டிக்
is
பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி
something
வராங்கடா
for both,
எனக்கு
but
இதுக்குன்னு தெரியாது
ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope.
ரெண்டு மைனஸ் ஆட ப்ளஸ் 5 ப்ளஸ் கொடுத்துருவேன் பரவாயில்ல கைஸ் பார்க்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க கைஸ் புதுசாக பாருங்க நம்ம சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க ஐயோ கொடுத்து விட்டாங்க பெரிய படமா படம் காட்டணும் பரவாயில்ல இந்த மாதிரி
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Xavi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chance for the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Oh, well played. Tomori gets good distance on it. Caicedo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. And it's lofted through here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Messi. And the keeper's in command. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Messi. Messi. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Corner number 3 coming up. Xabi Alonso can get it clear. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Pedri! Goal, the Netherlands! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
The Netherlands are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Nicely weighted ball. He's in space and looking for options. And that should be the keeper's.
பாக்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க.
Caught offside that time.
அடிச்சா வானடிக்குள்ள விடுறான் தலைவன், மொரட்டாட்டி அடிக்கிறான்.
Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is a great ball. Oh, what a mistake!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half an hour played now. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. India looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Chouameni, who's set up one goal so far. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. The Netherlands really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Mateus. Xavi. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good ball! And that is masterful defending. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Abiati getting this one clear.
பஞ்சாப் bowling first ஆ? ஓ அப்படியா?
Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Haaland. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pedri. Oh, super! He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Tomori tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Added time.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
பஞ்சாப் bowling first. இருங்க bro, இதுல நான் வச்சிருக்கேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் bro.
It's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of
என்ன காசு
signs
கட்டணும்
that
அதுக்கு
managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would
காசு
say
கட்டணும் வராது
neither
இப்பதான் காசு
overly
கட்டணும்
negative
ஃப்ரீயாவா
nor
பாக்குறேன்
positive.
டிவில
You still have to approach this like
எங்க
it's
அப்பா கேட்டுக்கிட்டு
it's
இருப்பாரு
0-0.
பாத்துக்கிட்டு இருப்பாரு
The
ஆ
Netherlands
டிவி தான் ஒருத்தவள
leading
தெரியும்
1-0 at the break.
நான் பண்றது
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Xavi.
And we're off again.
To replace him is
Well, if you're
number
ahead, it's a good
21,
time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. And that's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. Alvarez. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
ஒரு கொலை போடு
Mateus. Can he finish?
ஒண்ணும்
Goal!
டாப் 1 பிளேயர்ல இருந்தானா அப்படிதான் இருக்கு
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. India grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Tomori. Oh, it's a promising build-up.
Passa
This
from
plenty
there,
of really nice passing. It's Pedri. Now that's well seen too. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Holland.
ஃபிஃபாவா ப்ரோ இல்லடா மேத்யூ இ ஃபுட்பால்
Rafinha looking for the runner. Pedri. The Netherlands really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again. Oh, that's well spotted. And now they can clear their lines. And the pass is intercepted.
சூப்பர் பால் ப்ரோ
Here's Mbappe.
ஐயோ புரியல
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Bruno Fernandes. Haaland.
இதெல்லாம் ஃபவுல் தர மாட்டான்டா
Rafinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Cafu. That looks a cracking ball. Now he's off and running. Bruno Fernandes. That is good strength. He's had it taken off him. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. That's been cut out. Well played. Eder Militao. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi.
கம்மான்
Cafu. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Back in possession and ready to go again. Just about up to 75 minutes. Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Cannavaro gets a foot in here.
டிஃபென்ஸ் செம்மையா
No, you
இருக்கு.
just love the level of intensity here. Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. And it's Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Rafinha. Batistuta. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's going to go a long way. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Bruno Fernandes. There he goes. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
எல்லாம் போன ஒட்டிட்டே
Because he was
போகணும்.
under pressure. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gently done. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's burst through. Now it's Haaland. Chance!
ஐயோ வா ஏய் எப்புறா யாரா புஃபானாடா
Which time whistle due any moment. Alvarez. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred.
நம்ம பால் ராடே
That is as far as it goes.
ஹலோ
A good watch, a really good
Hello?
watch. Both sides toiling to try
Hello?
and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
அச்சா
So, Jim, how do you
ஏய்
reflect on
சோ
what we've seen?
செம்ம மேட்ச் நண்பர்களே பால் மட்டும் உள்ள பெஞ்சினா அது கோல் கை சீரியஸா 5 பாயிண்ட் கிடைச்சிச்சு அதனால ஒரே நிமிஷம் ஓ ஜெயிக்க வேண்டிய மேட்ச் எல்லாம் இப்படி கோட்டையை விட்டா எப்படா 2-3 மேட்சா நண்பர்களே கஷ்டமா தருவானுங்க அதுக்கப்புறம் ஈஸி ஆயிரும் கைஸ் பாக்குறவங்க நம்ம சேனலுக்கு லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க யாரும் பார்க்கலன்றதுதான் கஷ்டமே நான் ஐபிஎல் பார்க்க போயிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ரெண்டு பேர் பாக்குது நான் இன்னும் தெரியாது டிஷர்ட் பேர போகுது ஒயிட் டிஷர்ட் போட்டுட்டு இதுதான் இந்த மாதிரி டிஷர்ட்டே வாங்குறது
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with
मैं सारे पास बोट है बना लंबी वेट कर दिया भाई
and already we're underway here. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's the hit.
யாரா அவன்
And the keeper has
இந்த
reacted.
பாஸுக்கு போறவனா இருப்பான் போல இருக்கு ப்ரோ
Well, someone's doing his job properly,
பண்ணிட்டு
Peter, that's for sure.
கிட்டே நெருங்க விட மாட்டான்
Height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
The Netherlands are looking to go
ஒரு
forward.
பிளேயரா இருக்கும்
Mbappe, he's away. There's the shot.
சே இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஓடி
Good try.
ஓடி வந்த
Outcome could so easily have been different. Egypt looking to pass their way through. He's looking for the runner here. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Foot in. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for options for movement. The pass
ஐயையோ.
has been well intercepted. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Haaland might just make this. Now it's Messi. He's beaten. He's one-on-one.
ஏய் அட்ரா மெஸ்ஸி
He's had a hit. And that is wildly off target.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
என்ன நண்பர்களே அடிப்பான் தலைவன் அடிப்பான்னு பார்த்தா
Now it's Batistuta. Still goalless. Pedri. Costa Curta. Bastoni making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it
Hey,
over
fuck.
300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Taka going face to face with his great rival. Pedri. Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. Kaká.
வச்சா
Messi driving
that's
forward. He's had a shot. Goal! Egypt!
இந்த இடத்துல விட்டதான் தப்புடா
That really was
வருமத்த
a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have the first goal.
ஐயோ
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rodri.
அதான்
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Taka.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it just, I suppose, Jim denied. Can he finish? No mistake. Hot knife through butter.
பாஸ் போட ஒன்று கற்றுக்கிட்டாங்கன்னா போகும் டேய் அப்பா
And
That's
that
solid.
really is so impressive.
லேக் ஆகுது பார்த்தீங்களா இந்த லேக் தான்
It's all about excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
இந்த லேக் தான் ப்ரோ நேற்றுலேருந்து ஆகுது
Messi! Chouameni. Haaland. Played with finesse. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Messi. The
பாருங்க,
Netherlands
எவ்வளவு lag இருக்கு.
finding their passes.
லேக் இருந்தால் எங்கடா நான் விளாட்றது சொல்கிறாடே அப்பா
Rodri. Back
Already
in
the
position
online game,
and
buddy.
ready to go again. And it's Messi. Strokes it back. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Out to the left it goes. Looking for the runner. Now it's Messi. And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Straight at the keeper. Haaland really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Pedri. Messi. And Messi! Just too high.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Messi looks to get on the end of this. Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute added
And it's
time.
Messi. He's cut it out. Stitch defending, but that'll do. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
ஒரு மேட்சை தோல்வியை போட்டா சோழி முடிஞ்சே தோல்வியே வரக்கூடாது.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 4, Pedri.
Here we go again.
Number 22.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they
Yeah.
can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
கைஸ் பார்க்குறவங்கள லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க கைஸ்.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Mbappe. And he's there to clear it. And that interception was... Oh, no joy this time. And it's hoisted clear.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Haaland. Oh, good spread. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Bruno Fernandes. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
எப்படி ப்ரோ
Really
எப்படி
anticipated
எப்படி
that
எப்படி
well, didn't
எப்படி
he?
Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. Traumeri. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Done delicately. No luck with that dink over the top. Messi. Egypt appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Schneider. Taka. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all.
Ah, the
Having
fuck.
had a great deal of the ball. And here's Messi. And again. Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Messi. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Pedri tries to dink it through, and that could set him on his way. Real chance here. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shapes to shoot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there. Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings. A case now of complete control. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Mbappe. And the shot!
எங்க போனாலும் தடுக்கறானடா. ஓப்லாக்கா. முக்க பிளேயர் தான் ப்ரோ. அவ்வளோ மொரட்ட பிளேயர்லாம் கிடையாது ப்ரோ. சை இவன்ட்ட போய்
number 4 coming up here. And that has been cleared. Showing good feet. And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save. They're up to 5 corners now. Tries a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out. The Netherlands
சொல்றேன்ல ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது.
but they have to place more emphasis on the service into the box. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped. Oh, good-looking ball. Schneider has good running with the ball. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well seen, saw that coming. That's great positioning, so good from him. Shot could be on. Haaland. Bruno Fernandes! That's a lovely, neat pass. Schneider. And it's Schneider.
வா ப்ரோ வாங்க ப்ரோ. ஓபன் பண்ணீங்களா?
Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. He's had it taken off him.
ஓபன் பண்ணீங்களா இல்லையா வா ப்ரோ. உங்கள தான் ப்ரோ தெரியுங்க ரொம்ப வருஷமா ஆளை காணோம்.
He's got to be in here.
ஏய்
Extraordinary.
ஃபைனல் போறாங்களா? ஆர்சிபி விசஸ் மும்பை இந்தியன்ஸா? ஆமா அப்படியே லைவ்ல 20 பேர் பாக்குறாங்க.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
ஓகே ஓகே ப்ரோ ஓபன் பண்ற மாதிரி இருந்தா இது மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க அக்கவுண்ட் சொல்லுங்க ஓபன் பண்ணுவோம் லைவ்ல பண்ணனும் போது சொல்றேன் ப்ரோ கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா சொல்லுங்க நோவா ப்ரோ இன்ஸ்டால உங்களுக்கு ஃபாலோ பண்ணதுல எங்க ஆளே காணோம் 31 மினிட்ஸ் சொல்றாங்க சாப்பிட்டீங்களா என்னப்பா பிஸியா 2-3 நாள் என்ன கதை யூடியூப் சைடே காணோம் மேட்ச் பார்க்கல நீங்க நம்ம ஆளுங்க எல்லாம் மேட்ச் வெறி கொண்டு மேட்ச் பார்க்க போயிட்டாங்க எல்லாம் இதே ஃபார்மேஷன் தான் வராங்க இதே ஃபார்மேஷன் லாங் பால் பண்ணிட்டு ஸ்னைடர் ப்ரோ இந்த ஸ்லைடரை தேவையில்லாம மிஸ் பண்ணேன் ப்ரோ எடுத்துக்கலாம் ப்ரோ மொரட்டு கிரியேட்டிவ் பிளே மேக்கர் ப்ரோ அதுவும் இன்டர்மினால்ல இருக்கப்ப தலைவன் வந்து ஃபார்ம் அவுட் போயிட்டு திரும்பி ஃபார்ம் இன்னும் ப்ரோ அது பேர்னபைல ஜெயிச்சான் அதே சாம்பியன்ஸ் லீக் நண்பர்களே பாக்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க நண்பர்களே பாக்குறீங்கன்னா
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Van Nistelrooy
really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bruno Fernandes. He's had it taken off him.
Come on, darling. Mbappe, order.
And that interception
was
necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, what's he done? Haaland is
அம்மா இவன் இருக்கான் பாருங்க ப்ரோ இவன்.
nicked it back promptly. And it's Messi.
ஐயோ புர்னோடா டேய்.
Delicate ball.
புர்னோட்ட போடுறோம்டா.
This one clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Yes.
And here's Griezmann. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Schneider.
Superra.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner.
செகண்ட் டிவிஷன்லாம் வந்துட்டா முச்சா போட்டு மும்ம ஒரு பால் விடுறா. முடிச்சு விட்டுறானுங்க ப்ரோ சீரியஸா.
And it's Messi. And the shot.
ஏய். பாத்தீங்களா எப்படிலாம் வரான்.
Messi touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bruno Fernandes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
பெரிய வித்தகாரனா இருப்பான்.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni.
இந்த பால் மட்டும் உள்ள போச்சுன்னா சம.
That's a contest to keep an eye on. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Mbappe.
செம்மையா நிப்பாட்றான் பாத்தீங்களா பால் கண்ட்ரோல்.
And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckenbauer with the clearance.
பால் கண்ட்ரோல் செம்மையா இருக்கு.
Thuram gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Eder Militao.
சூப்பரா டார்லிங்.
Haaland.
ஐயோ.
Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
ஒரு கோல் உழுறதுக்கு நம்ம போட்டு பாடாத பாடுபட வேண்டியதா இருக்கு.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bastoni. And Caicedo. And it's gone back to the keeper. There's no such thing as a bad time to score.
பாருங்களேன் ஈஸியா அந்த பாலை பாஸ் பண்ண வேண்டிய பால். இது எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க.
That is lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been
The
intercepted.
white to
And they can counter here. Pedri. Can he get onto this?
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Pinches it off him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the first half is done. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goals.
Jasper நீ ஒன்னு டிஃபென்ஸ் ஆனா டிஃபென்ஸ் மிஸ் ஆகும் நல்லா போச்சா அத மறந்தே பாருங்க அவன் என்னதான் பீக்கிங் பண்றா இருந்தாலும்
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Schneider. Griezmann. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, he's played it in low.
மர எங்கடாஜி போட்டு அடிச்சுட்டான்னு பாப்போம்
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bruno Fernandes goes steaming forward. Now it's Messi. Gently done. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. That's really well cleared. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Caicedo. Forwards and with intent. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And Van Nistelrooy!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
70,987.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. A nicely aimed pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's found support out wide.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Nice interception, well timed. Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Great ball if it's Snyder!
போடா டேய்
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
ഒരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് കൂടെ കളിക്കുന്നു
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have our breakthrough.
Number 10.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
That's good vision.
Iniesta. Number 20.
Messi.
Vardy. Number 21.
Griezmann.
Sane.
So, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Defending of the desperate variety. That's beautifully weighted. Gakpo. He's had a hit! Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. And it's Vardy. Vardy! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to get it clear. Oh, good looking ball. And that is a little undercooked. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Played long and they could be in here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Manchester United making consecutive changes here. And he thumps it clear. He's not got that quite right. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, super find. Now it's Haaland. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Maradona. Oh, great shot at goal! No mistake!
கப்பு முடிஞ்சா
A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the added time is up.
Oh,
There goes the whistle. A performance of
இந்த மேட்ச் தேவையில்லாம
great
தோத்துறாங்க.
grit and those
மூணு மேட்ச் ரெண்டு மேட்ச் ஜெயிக்க விடுறானுங்க விட மாட்டானுங்க. நானும் போயிடலான்னு வர்றேன் முடிய மாட்டேங்குதே ப்ரோ. கிங் கோலி ஹியர் ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ நீ ஆர்சிபி ஃபேனா? தெரியவில்லை எனக்கு நண்பரே. ஆர்சிபி ஃபேனா எனக்கு தெரியாது. இருங்க பாப்போம், தான் பாத்துட்டா முடிஞ்சுச்சு. ஜியோ டிவில ஓடுதா இருங்க, ஜியோ டிவில எங்க ஓடவே இல்லை. எதுல ப்ரோ ஓடுது? இல்லையா? என்ன ப்ரோ ரொம்ப கீழே போயிட்டேனா? புரியல. ப்ரோ இல்ல ப்ரோ, ஜெயிக்க வேண்டிய மேட்ச் ப்ரோ. விட மாட்டானுங்களே ப்ரோ. நான் சொல்றேனே ஜெயிக்க விடாம. இங்க பாருங்க ஒயிட்டி. நான் ஃப்ரீயா தான்டா பாத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன் இன்னைக்கு நாள். யூடியூபர்லாம் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி விடுறானுங்க. என்னடா பேரு இது? இவ்வளவு பெரிய பேரா ப்ரோ மனுஷன். சேனலே இல்லையே ப்ரோ. அம்மா ப்ரோ இருக்கான் ப்ரோ. இல்லையே அப்படி ஒரு சேனலே இல்லையே ப்ரோ. அவன் இருக்கானான்னு பாருங்க. நளிரு ப்ரோ, 75 லாஸ் டிவிஷன். 75 லாஸா? அப்பா, நம்மள பாருங்க 42 லாஸ்.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should
ஐயோ இவனா கர்மம் பிடிச்சவங்க ப்ரோ.
It is the week's most eagerly awaited contest.
இவங்க பங்களாதேஷ்.
Which has magnificent scenery.
பங்களாதேஷ் காரனா ஒரு மாதிரி மொரட்டா தான் ப்ரோ இருக்காங்க சீரியஸா.
And it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are
glad
to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about. Can he finish?
ஆனாலே என்ன கோல் அடிக்க விட மாட்டான்.
And here's Mbappe. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, can he get onto this? Eder Militao cuts it out. And he's picked out the run.
இவனுங்க எப்படி ப்ரோ? ஏன் ப்ரோ இது இந்த ஓபிஎஸ் திடீர்னு ஸ்ட்ரீம் கனெக்ட் ஆகி விட்டு கனெக்ட் ஆகுது? ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஆகுது.
Mateus. Bit of a communication breakdown there it seems.
ஏன் வந்து இப்படி விட்டு கனெக்ட் ஆகுது ஓபிஎஸ்?
And it's Hullet. Floated through.
எப்படி
Militao is
எப்படி மண்டேல வாங்கின பத்தியா பால?
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
தெரியும்டா. இவன் அந்த புளிட்ட ஒண்ணே ஒருத்தனை வச்சுட்டு எல்லா சைடும் அனுப்புவான். அந்த இடத்துல இவ்வளவு கேப் எங்க என்ன தாங்க தோல்வி கன்ஃபார்ம் ப்ரோ. புளிக்டிங் ஒருத்தனை மார்க் மேன் மாதிரி பண்ணி விட்டுருவான். புளிக்ட மட்டும் மார்க் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும், அவ்வளவுதான். புளிக்ட மார்க் பண்ண எங்கிட்டே மண்டை பேக்ட்ரிக்கு வேறா இருக்கான்.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
அது இது காரணம் அடிக்கிறதெல்லாம்.
Third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland chasing after it.
சேனல் இருக்கு ப்ரோ, சவுண்டே அப்படியா? எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே காட்டல.
Mbappe. Chouameni. Now it's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Here's Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Thuram.
ஆள் மேல தான் நான் பால்
Seen. Saw
அடிக்கிறேன்.
that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. Oh, it's a promising build-up. This plenty of really nice passing.
சூப்பரா. பாருங்க லாக பாருங்க. இப்படிலாம் இருந்தா
Has a look and plays it forward. Danger averted for now. Throw it.
லாக பாத்தீங்களா? குளிக்க அங்கே இருந்தானா இங்க வரான் சீரியஸா மனசாச்சு
And that interception was most necessary. That's great positioning. So good from him. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Haaland. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. Tries to get it clear. He's looking to set free a runner. Maldini. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Bruno Fernandes. That's really good energy, Peter. The way they defend. Oh no, this does not look good. Bastoni. That has not gone well. Messi. Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him. Ribéry. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And here's Hullet. He's had a hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. A more than decent attempt, Peter. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Caicedo. Ball's gone out of play.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Costa Curta. Pedri.
ഞാൻ പെട്ടി വരപ്പ എനിക്ക്
On
ഓർമ്മ
the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Look at the space. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. That's just playing it safe and simple. Has a look and has a go. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not? Toss somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodri getting this one clear. Costa Curta. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Quality ball. Now it's Ribéry. Ribéry. Oh, such a clever touch. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Hunnit. Xabi Alonso. And the ball's a good one. Shot a goal! He scored!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's cut it out.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that has left him in a heap. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. The Netherlands really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Can he put it away? It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. The Netherlands are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Xavi Alonso. Donatoni. Bruno Fernandes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Fernando Torres. Pedri. That's good running with the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? Mbappe. That's a throw. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. He's had it taken off him. Platini. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's the chance to counter. That looks a good ball through.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Griezmann. Picked out... Now the finish! He's delivered all right! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So, a breakthrough already.
Pedri. Mbappe. Costa Curta concedes a free kick for that. Costa Curta. That's good vision. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there. The Netherlands really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he was quick to react. No, again there's no way through. Scholes. Platini. Has a goal! Goal!
knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
He's had a hit! He has done it! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Big chance!
Wow.
Decent enough try.
Platini certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Davids. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Caicedo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. Luis Suarez. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. Mbappe. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Bruno Fernandes. Nesta tries to clear. Drilled in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Pedri. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Goalkeeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Caicedo. Oh, good ball. Pedri. Now can he find a finish? And it's hoisted clear. Yeah, he's off. Air Force Club are looking to break at pace. Davids, and the pass is intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. He won't be happy with that one. Messi, Mbappe. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. This possibly the last play of the half. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
The Netherlands really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That pass has been well intercepted. That's played into space. Now it's Mbappe. That's a decent clearance. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Luis Suarez. Nicely spread. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now there's the shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Cleared away. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bruno Fernandes. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Well timed, excellent interception. Chouameni. He's played him through. Pedri. Decent hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Pedri crosses. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Mbappe. That's a smartly directed ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe! Leicester gets good distance on it. And he's there to retrieve it. Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Danger averted for now. Costa Curta. Eder Militao. Played back in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Air Force Club clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Griezmann climbs up big. He should have put that one away.
Suarez really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Mbappe. Number 22. Alejandro Baston. Number 10. Bruno
And it's
Fernandes.
Iniesta.
Coming on the
Now it's
field.
Vardy.
Number 15. Iniesta.
Leicester
Number 20.
clears.
Vardy. Number
That's
3.
been won straight back.
Maguire. Number 4.
And that has left him in a heap.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what? And Messi! And it's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Air Force Club clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he was scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2. Well, I think it's just the reward for their application.
Vardy! A real chance and a real let-off. Haaland finds himself offside. Messi, chance to finish.
மாறா
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were...
இல்ல ப்ரோ, இந்த ஒரு ஷாட் கத்துக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். அதான் சரி எப்படி வருதுன்னு பார்த்தேன். என்ன ப்ரோ போட்டு பழகுறான் ப்ரோ. ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் தான் மாத்தணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ப்ரோ. ஏன்னா இவன் பின்னாடியே போயிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க ப்ரோ. எல்லாம் பால் வாங்குற பால் அங்க பாருங்களேன், பின்னாடியே போறான் ப்ரோ. ஒரு யாரமா இருக்கு ஒரு இடத்துல நிக்கவே மாட்டேங்குது ப்ரோ. இது திருப்பினா அங்கிட்டு போகுது, அங்கிட்டு திருப்பினா இங்கிட்டு போகுது. ஆமா சார். என்னாச்சு மேட்ச்சு? ஒரு நம்ம இது பண்ணிட்டு இப்ப பாஸ் பண்றோம், பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு டக்கு நம்ம கேன்சல் பண்ணுவாங்க ப்ரோ. அது எப்படின்னு பாத்துக்கிட்டு ட்ரைனிங்லாம் நல்லா தான் இருக்கு. இவங்க எல்லாம் போட்டு வெளுத்தலாம், ஆனா பிளேயரை வெளுக்க முடியல. என்ன விட்டே கத்தாலும் வேலையை முடிச்சு விட்டுறாங்க. இப்ப இதுல பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். மேட்ச் என்னாச்சு ப்ரோ? மேட்ச் என்னாச்சு? இன்டர்வலா?